and we're getting another one under our belts with so this is what we're putting up. The stage is set, the scene is set, and we're gonna take off this one to make it easier to run a wire, because SUVs are harder than sedans, and these guys are actually pretty easy. So we're gonna take this one off. Should we? I'm just gonna tuck it up underneath. Let's get started. Oh, and do yourself a favor and move the seat up. You're too big to sit in the back seat. So let's get started again. So, center pops out. If this guy wants to focus, get these guys, you gotta get them. You go right in between the crack. You see? Pop the center out. Now I'm doing this purposely so I can hide the wire. I can tuck the wire. Here, put it on your shelf. And put these back so the wire doesn't dangle. So I'm gonna try to get it up as far as possible back over here and then come around so it doesn't, but we'll see. Note to installer: just leave the camera until you figure out which way is up and which way is down. You'll have plenty of room to play with it. So tuck the wire back. Look how easy this is. You ready for this? Look, and just put your finger in there. You can work right around. These are your tools. To top it off, you can use this. Push it down. Look, it disappeared. Done. Keep moving forward. Look how easy. Whoop! Gone. Tuck. Now with one hand, not two, you can go right around as you tuck it and push the rubber back up. Now the rubber is very easy to take apart. Just pull on it. You see that gap? Push it up. As you push it in, it's easier with two hands. All right, now we close off that. Let's go into the front. Look, again, no tools. Look at this. See? It's so sunny out. It wants to focus. Gotta cut my nails. Now, let's go in the front. Oh, and make sure it's straight. So if you go, beep, it goes right. You see? Moving on. Pull. Just tucks. There you go. Done. Gone. See? Tuck. And push it back in. I swear it's easy with two hands. Okay, so we have agreed on this spot right here, because the dot matrix, which is these little tiny dots, won't do well with this. So I'm going to come around and hop into this puppy. So I'm going to show you how to take this guy off. Look. Oh my God, it's so hard. Put it in a safe place. Now this puppy probably goes down like the Camry. Push downward and it comes off like the Camry. There you go. These pop up in right there, this little square hook thing, and then I'm going to come around with the wires and then pop this guy back in. So continue on. So all this slack, we're going to come this way and tuck it away later. So this is rear cam. This will automatically stay where it's at. Good. Stay right there. Makes my life easier. And then we tuck. And we're going to hide all this extra slack over on the driver's side. But let's do the power. This is that parking mode. That's what we want. That's what we need. Power. Jump. Run right around this puppy. Looks kind of silly, but it stays. And I'll help you stay. I'll clean it up in a little bit. Let me just get this thing to sit properly. And unfortunately, it can't sit this way because this is in the way. You have to make it sit this way, which is kind of silly, but whatever. All right, wires up in the headliner. Check. Wires coming down. Check. And wires are jumping across. Check. And we straightened out the camera so it sits and sees the garbage can perfectly. So, let's put this guy back with both hands because it's going to be easier. All right, so after a struggle, we got it back. Make sure the wires aren't pinched in there. And that is going to be your best bet. You can't move it. You see that? Can't even move it. So let's lower this down a bit and move forward. But I'm going to show you how to remove the rear view mirror as well. So pop this back out because we got to move that wire. And this goes straight down like I showed. Oh, puppy. You see, I didn't want to pinch the wire, so we're going to pull some back. You see. But there's a T20. Right there, Torx. And it should come up. Let's remove it. Yep. It just comes up. And it is a T20. So, there you have it. The masterpiece. So, this is how easy it is. Pull back and tuck. Pull back. I'll show you again. Look how easy. Pull down and tuck. Pull down and tuck. Pull down and tuck. Now, SD card. This is a new one. This came with it. Big difference. 32, garbage. 2256, it is. Insert and push. Not garbage, you can use it for something else. Now let's get power and hide all this wire. Okay, so this thing, major pain in the ass because this thing is bent. See this right here? This is stupid. Why is it bent like this? You see? It's bent. All right, so getting it back in and locking into place, you got to pull this guy. So how do we do that? I have no idea. So we're going to figure it out and show you. Yes, yes. This thing is a major pain in the ass. So that's what you're looking at from the back side. See that third prong right there close to the right side? That's got to get pushed in to that square hole, that rectangular hole. Now I'm going to pull it back and show you again. A pain in the ass. Stupid. See that square hole? Now if it were my car, I would just snip this thing, cut it right off. Because all you need to pull, you see? See that little triangular thing at the end of my end of my index finger? That is what snaps it into the square, and that's what you're trying to line up. So, you're going to fight, just like I am, because it's not going to go back. You see? Not fun. So, haha. So what I did, is I grabbed that little nub. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. That little plastic, this guy I'm touching. I grabbed it with this and pulled as I pushed this in. Can't do it with one hand. Hell no. No way. And then when you get to the back, you got to get this thing to lock into place. So do you want to take it off? That's up to you. You could probably try to get the wire around, but then you're going to be in front of the airbag. People cry about that because if the airbag blows up, the wires are in the way. We don't want that. So we're going to run down the pillar so it gets past the airbag and then come into the car. Got it? Good. All right, so the wires are going down, as you see, past in front of the airbag. That's what we're doing. All right. Now, if I would have known this, I would have went behind the airbag. You see with my finger? All right. I would have behind the airbag, but you still got to pop this out. This is still in your way. So this guy is your problem, not the actual running of the wires. So let's grab this, fight for about 10 minutes, and put this thing back so we can get this to sit properly. Got it. A little bit of fighting. It wasn't actually that bad. 2 minutes maybe. I got it to snap back in. You want to snap back in, and I'm not going to take it off to show you because I don't want to fight again. But you can get it. I have faith in you. So now let's bring this wire down, away from the airbag, and we're going to run down the pillar and go grab power. Uh-oh. Now it looks like we're breaking stuff. So we're jumping wires in. This is all sealed coming down. And yes, I'm sitting on the floor. He said, yes, yes, my hair is aflame. So, 1 screw. 2 screws. Push and push. And this puppy pops down. I want to get this guy out of my way. I want to get these guys out of my way. And this just pulls straight out after that. Just pull. Alright, clip, clip, clip. And this guy gets squeezed in and pushed backwards. Let's see what I can do with one hand. Nah. Maybe in my younger days when I was 23. Told you, gotta get these tools. In here, in there, these little guys squeeze and OBD pops out. This, I just brutally forced and pulled it out. You can go on the other side and squeeze it, but whatever. Brute force is always fun. Now, this guy squeezed and pulled out, and you can get this guy out by pulling this guy out. Do you have to do this? You can skip this part if you want to fight your way around it. But I'll show you how to remove it. It is a locking mechanism, and it is on this side. You see it's a cable? That little notch pulls out, and voila. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, stool. Now, this puppy, also remove. This you can just leave. That we want the fuse panel because we're going to do it just the way you would do it. So, pop this puppy down. Now, let's see which one of these guys is going to hook me up. So I did the homework. This whole row, right there, pick whatever one you want. Turns on and off with the car. This top row, all hot. Pick whatever one you want. Some are accessory. I think these two are accessory, meaning one click of the key, and most of them are ignition. So I'm going to go to the furthest one, first one, and last one. Or first one and last one, whichever way you want to look at it. That's what I'm going to do. That is what you want to pull out. That's what you want to put in. And they give it to you. Nice. So we're going to pop this guy in, the 10, in next door with this guy. And we're going to pop him in alongside the other one. So let's do this because it's kind of difficult with one hand. And keep moving forward. And that is what you want to see. I'm just doing it so you make sure the connection is there. See, it's ground. That means when the key turns on, it's going to go up 12 volts. And that is your red wire accessory. And the other one is sitting right in front of me. So first and last. We're going to make sure this puppy works. Do not touch metal with this. No. You see? We got 12 volts. So that means fuse is back in line. That's good. And that guy puppy's plugged in. That's good. Now let's get ground, and I'm going to turn this puppy on. This one, 10 mil right there on a drill or ratchet, doesn't really matter. Look, they even give you a hook. Hook it behind, screw it in, and do it with 2 hands. Look, it's speaking to us. Why is that? Eastern time. I don't know, I gotta do this later. But let's close this off and figure out the camera later. But the rest is on you. So we're gonna tuck everything back in here. There you go. Some tape, stuff it in, out of the way. You're gonna put the rest of it back. Let's go play and make sure this puppy works. All data will be deleted, and we got this far by hitting OK, OK, and OK. So let's see which way the camera's gonna sit in the back, and front is good. Now let's go straighten this guy out. Sticky side to the right, camera even with the center of the hole. So it's gonna sit off centered so the camera sits centered. There you go. Okay, I was not wrong. All you had to do was start the car, make sure the ignition came on for a few seconds, and it turned off. Watch. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and don't come on. Fine. There you go. It's kind of a long pause. Hey, look, it works. So, like it, don't like it, share, don't share, and it's off. Thanks for watching.